Hello and welcome to the latest Lukozer retro game review video. And for this one it is Motorhead, which was released in 1992 by Virgin Games. And as you can perhaps imagine, a game based on Motorhead, and yes it is the heavy metal band, is not a game that you really are going to take all that seriously, which is fine. So let's get a game underway. Now the idea is that you are Lemmy and you are due to play a gig in some unnamed town, but once you got off your tour bus or whatever, all of your roadies and the other members of the band were all kidnapped. So how do you deal with that? Do you go to the police and have the kidnappers taste, or do you pay the ransom? No, you go around and beat the fuck out of them and consume vast amounts of beer in the process. So as you can see, it is beat them up in the style of like Double Dragon and the likes. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of the beat 'em up genre. You know, I don't really like the sort of Double Dragon type games. And yet, because well, I dare say the Motorhead connection certainly helps, but because it doesn't take itself seriously at all, I do actually quite like this. Now, you do have some special moves, such as that, if you pick up the right item once it's been dropped. I can't remember off the top of my head what all of the necessary items are. That's the thing, that jar there is what allows you to do that deadly sort of like burp that dissolves them in like this acidic mess. There is also the power chord ability, which I'll show in a sec. I think they've rather misnamed it, because of course anyone who is a fan of Motorhead, which I most certainly am, knows that Lemmy plays bass guitar. He doesn't play regular guitar, so he's not going to be playing too many power chords. I've got fag ash going all over my fucking keyboard. Right. So, yeah, so you are fighting your way through the various areas. The first area is Rap City, so you're beating up all these fucking hip-hop pricks. And, yeah, at the end of each level you find a member of either your road crew or a member of the band. And then you jump on the motorbike and off you go to the next stage. The second stage is some sort of country music location. So yeah, I'd be quite happy to get shot of them. There is also a bonus level between each stage as well, which is the beer frenzy, where you basically have to try and drink as many pints as you can. So it's definitely in the Motorhead and heavy metal sort of like lifestyle, which I was certainly well, I certainly did my bit of that in my time. Not anymore now that I'm a teetotal. You saw there, you can actually run over towards people. I don't tend to use that move very often. I just don't find it all that useful, really. What I like to do is get them all in a row and then just beat the fuck out of them in one go. That move where they jump at you is probably the most annoying. The collision detection, as you can see, is not exactly spot on. It's not terrible, but yeah, there are places where it has you thinking it could be better. Well, like I say, it's a game that really isn't to be taken all that seriously. When it came out, it wasn't a budget release as such. There is the first member of the band that we got to rescue, so there we go, got him, jump on the motorbike, get some bonus points for running over all these beer flies and anything else that you can encounter. And now we have the beer frenzy level. Now if you manage to drink enough, he turns green. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, there he goes. I got 15 that time. I've done better, but we got the highlight anyway. So, how do I rate it then? Graphically, I think it's fine. The main Lemmy sprite clearly identifiable. The other sprites are all, pretty well done in the cartoon style. Background graphics are okay without being anything remarkable, but then they don't really need to be. This area is a bit of a pain because you need to jump over here, and with this dodgy collision detection, that can be, and often it is, easier said than done. I think that's the first time I've ever, well, there's put the kiss of death on it, that was the first time I had ever made that jump without falling off. And then of course I get hit and lose 2 lives instead of just 1. Ah, bollocks, that was a waste. Oh well, I sort of got away with it. I'm sort of wasting my special moves here really, but if it gets me away from the edge of that bloody drop, I'm okay. So, yeah, graphically it's great. Audio wise it's fine, the music is nothing remarkable, but the sound effects are good, again good cartoon style effects. And the gameplay, I mean, it plays every bit as good, if not better, than a lot of the beat-em-ups that do take themselves seriously. You think of stuff like Renegade and the likes. This plays just as well. And say, if in a number of cases it plays better. So I think it's a decent game. I say it's not just because I am a Motorhead fan. I mean, if you had an Amiga back in the day like I did, and you are a fan of Motorhead as I was then and still very much am now, then this was definitely a game to get. So I will score this. Oh well, can't do the full name. Oh well. So it's correct. So I will score this 8.5. It's a decent beat 'em up, and it's got a decent dose of humour. So it wasn't a budget release when it came out as such. I think it was 20 quid new, which I gladly paid. So it was, only 2/3 of the regular full price, but a bit more than a budget title. And it was well worth it, and it's still well worth it. If you like, if you are a Motorhead fan, then yeah, give it a bash. If you like beat 'em ups, then again it's well worth giving a bash, providing you don't expect, some serious game. I mean, it can't. It's a game about Motorhead, for fuck's sake. It's not going to take itself seriously, and you'd be mad to think it ever would. So there you go. That is Motorhead for the Amiga. 8.5 out of 10. Definitely worth giving a go. So that brings this video to an end, and we shall see you at the next one.